reach out to, make the fight. But we didn't know how serious it was. Me and Ryan, we just basically got on the phone. I told him everything I wanted. And yeah, no, I am a competitor. And, when I first started out boxing, when I took it serious and, I was like, this what I'm going to do. I wanted to be, I said, I'm going to be great in the sport. I'm going to be the best. I'm not in here to be, just a competitor. I'm not in here to be just one of the other guys. No, I want to be the best. I want to be the guy. So it hasn't, nothing has changed. So the world could just see me face it. But, I'm going to rise even higher than I was before.
Now that you're taking care of business, how does you and Devin Haney end? How does that fight go?
A knockout.
45 seconds left, kids. Stay sharp, baby.
Bro, I'm real, bro. I'm for real. And put anybody in there in front of me, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna stop them. Put your money on it.
Keyshawn Davis just scored a massive TKO victory over Jamaine Ortiz in his junior welterweight debut and immediately seized the moment to call out Devin Haney, sending shockwaves through the boxing community.
My question to you is, you called out Devin Haney. You talked the other day, and I told you what Mickey Bay said about Devin Haney and you fight. I talked with somebody that you might know from when you were younger, Coach Sean from Norfolk, Virginia. He told me, when it come to fighting, Keyshawn Davis is just a mean little dude. Like, you can come, you want to box and do all that. He love to fight. Now, I asked you this about Mickey when it came to Devin Haney. Now that you're taking care of business, how does you and Devin Haney end? How does that fight go?
A knockout.
Say less.
Devin Haney didn't stay quiet for long, responding directly on social media with a short but clear message saying, "Keyshawn, let's do it," showing he's taking the challenge seriously and isn't backing down from the potential matchup. Davis fired right back with supreme confidence, claiming he'd knock Haney out cold if they stepped into the ring together and declaring he's prepared for elite-level competition.
I was going to say, Devin said, let's do it. I know he's...
There were some legal complications. I'm not sure what went down. You mentioned he had to deal with something.
Turned himself in, but I believe he tweeted Keyshawn, let's do it.
He said that?
Yeah, but he tweeted something like that. Yeah.
Bill was in my DMs. We already was talking about it, honestly, before he even hit the media. So I know it's going to happen in 2026.
And you're good going straight to Devin in your first fight at 47?
If it make money, it makes sense.
Davis maintains he'll face anyone and refuses to be intimidated by big names, stating he's legitimate and will finish whoever gets placed in front of him as he pursues top fighters like Devin Haney, Lewis Crocker, and Dalton Smith to establish himself among boxing's elite.
You set your targets publicly on Devin Haney, #1 welterweight by ring, most estimations right now, champion. Why is that? Why Devin Haney? And you have half the amount of professional fights he has. Do you think that's something? There's enough in it for him when he's.
I was 6-0 fighting people with 30+ fights, bro.
Stop. I don't mean it from that. What I mean is
stopping them.
Why is he
stopping? No, I'm playing. I'm playing, bro. Nah, why Devin Haney, bro? Honestly, because he's a star. He's a superstar.
You're asking that question. I felt like that's what it was. Go ahead.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm ready to fight anybody. So
I'm aiming for the top. Davis attacked Devin Haney's reputation, arguing that despite Haney's move up from 35 pounds, he still lacks serious punching power and knockout ability, insisting he could stop Haney because Haney hasn't demonstrated real hitting strength at these higher weight classes. Listen, I've got no issues with you, man. But things are different now.
We talking business right now. I will knock Devin out for sure. For sure.
You don't think he's hitting a little harder at 47 than he was at 35 and 40 growing into that weight? That's a no.
It looked like it.
It looked like it.
It looks
to
like
us, it. Keyshawn.
To me.
That's good.
Let's see how hard I hit January 31st.
I like it.
Do you think you're already a bright enough star that he'd be willing to take? Because, as a businessman, risk reward, You think you bring enough to the table that he'd want to take the fight? He would take the fight?
Hopefully, bro. I hope he would take the fight. In terms of answer your question, a bright enough star, he's already entertaining me on Twitter and social media and stuff like that. So I guess he sees some money potential in this fight right here. But what I would like to do is I would like to become champion, because that just speaks for itself. Once I come to champion with the table.
He better not mess around with me. Davis claims Devin Haney never gave him proper respect from their early careers, believing Haney consistently overlooked him and never viewed him as a legitimate threat or acknowledged his abilities, even as Davis has worked his way up toward facing elite competition.
Because Cuz never fuck with me.
On what tip?
Bro, it was like times where me, I was always around Shakur as an amateur and shit. So Shakur introduced me to Floyd, Devin Haney, all that type of shit. So there's a hell of times around Devin Haney, and we 24 fitness, playing basketball, regular shit before niggas became celebrities type shit, or just who we are today. And nigga never even looked me in my eyes. Nigga never showed me respect. Like Shakur always like, yo, this nigga Keyshawn, this, that, third. He be like, for real? That nigga still a kid. And like, he just never gave me my respect.
He sunned you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bitch ass nigga, you know goddamn well, nigga, now I'm here, nigga. And everything Shakur been saying, nigga, I lived up to it and then some. What you talking about? And he still, like, his father it's crazy because my beginning of my professional career, his father used to be like, oh, shit, the businessman was support you, like, dap me up.
My man.
And,
So you always was the
Dad,
businessman.
And Dad was keep his face forward and like, damn, I can't get no pat. Like, nigga, we African American, you can't show me no type of love. You're weird.
All right, well, how about this?
So you been the businessman.
Absolutely. I understand. Keyshawn Davis confronted Bill Haney directly in public, demanding he help promote a fight between Davis and Devin Haney, declaring he's prepared to step up and warning that even if Haney won't help make the fight happen, Davis will still defeat Devin in the ring while demanding respect and positioning himself for a major bout.
Fell the way, but listen, you still got an opportunity when you go handle your business right here, because you know me and you are in the DMs. Correct? And you know you told me that you would look like an opportunity. And I believe you.
Not Jermaine, now what we doing?
The same thing that we talked about we were going to do in the DMs before you picked Jermaine.
2026, we doing it.
You promise?
You promise. You the promoter.
Well, I got you. Listen, in the DMs, I got your word on it.
Keyshawn has transformed as a boxer, displaying enhanced power, discipline, and concentration by becoming the first fighter to stop Jermaine Ortiz, even though Ortiz had previously completed full fights against elite competitors like Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, demonstrating Davis is rapidly ascending toward championship-level opposition.
Keyshawn Davis returned to the ring, stopping Jermaine Ortiz, something that Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko couldn't do against Jermaine Ortiz. Heck, they had tough battles with Ortiz. Keyshawn relatively was in control and made this look easy. All right, let's talk about the first half of this fight. It was a very awkward and ugly fight as Jermaine Ortiz was moving all around, kind of jittery. Something we anticipated Jermaine Ortiz would do. That's kind of how he fights, really awkward type. Keyshawn Davis was like, all right, cool. The jab was phenomenal for Keyshawn. Yes, the power punches through like the first half of the fight were even. The jab was way in favor of Keyshawn Davis. That's how he was able to keep Jermaine Ortiz at range. So when Ortiz tried to come in quickly, Keyshawn wasn't having any of it. Then the second half of the fight, really rounds 8 through 12, Jermaine Ortiz realized, I can't keep doing that. I'm going to have to just stand right in front of him and kind of box and try and land some shots. Because Ortiz did land some shots on Keyshawn, nothing of note. And then when he stood in front of him, man, Keyshawn picked him apart. The jab, the right hand, the left hand, hooks. I'm telling you, everything. Keyshawn Davis is back. In the 11th round, stops him with drops him with a body shot. Goes to the head, nice right hand. Then you can see on the replay, he looks down, sees Ortiz is covering with his hands up here, looks at the body, sees it wide open, left hand to the body, drops him. Ortiz has to take a knee. Then the 12th round, Ortiz has an awful left eye, swollen, basically shut. They're like, all right, last round, let's go ahead. Keyshawn, 15 seconds left, does what he needs to do, gets the stoppage, the TKO. Ref says, yeah, no, I can't do it anymore. I can't watch this. And Keyshawn Davis is back. Hey, he called out Devin Haney immediately after the fight. He wants to go up to 47. Already looked pretty big, looked strong at 40, but says, hey, I can go to 47.
Davis looked back on his 140-pound division entrance, mentioning he felt surprisingly at ease and self-assured in the higher weight category. He explained feeling physically more powerful and durable than expected, enabling him to absorb his rival's shots while maintaining forward pressure. During the entire contest, Davis kept steady energy levels, managing his pace intelligently while gradually breaking down Jermaine Ortiz. He noted that even in the later rounds, he remained focused on securing a finish, keeping the knockout objective present from the opening bell. His patience mixed with continuous power and stamina resulted in a commanding 12th round stoppage, solidifying his superiority. Experts and commentators universally praised the showing as remarkable for a weight class debut, observing that Davis not only adjusted brilliantly to the new division, but also displayed championship caliber poise and closing instincts.
I ain't gonna lie, bro could punch a little bit. I was surprised. I'm like, damn, okay. But yeah, man, I just felt like, I feel like he had a lot of respect for me in the ring. I feel like I was already getting to him in the weigh-ins and press conference. I don't know. I think I just always get to my opponents before I fight. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I just be being myself, for real. And he was showing me a lot of respect in there in the ring. But also, as the fight just kept going on, we both got comfortable with each other, like, all right, bet. So I did feel him actually trying to win, for sure. But, like, after a while, as I kept punching him and as my strength and energy was not going down, he was just in there. So then after like 6th round, I'm like, all right, I got 6 more rounds to go. I'm really about to try to stop you now. You know what I'm saying? Even in the 12th round, I'm like, I'm about to stop you. Like it never left my head. Like, I'm about to stop you. Like, every round, I'm about to stop you. I don't know when it's going to happen.
That outcome was inevitable. Keyshawn Davis opened up about the emotional roller coaster before the bout, explaining the complications, challenges, and personal battles he encountered since his previous fight. Davis revealed there were evenings when he doubted if he wanted to keep pursuing boxing, emphasizing the psychological and emotional hurdles he needed to conquer to get back in the ring. Despite these barriers, he kept a long-time commitment to his supporters by delivering a knockout in his 40-pound premiere against Jermaine Ortiz. Fighting before 20,000 spectators, Davis felt profound appreciation and meaning, treating the win as a career-defining moment. He characterized the bout as a vision made real, proving that persistence, belief, and resolve can transform difficulties into landmark accomplishments, indicating his professional journey is now heading in an exciting direction.
Getting a knockout win in his debut at 140 to cement his status as a top player in the division, and I'm going to turn it over to Keyshawn.
Well, first things first, all glory to God. Jesus Christ for giving me this win. It's been a long time coming, man. From my last fight all the way to tonight, man. It was a lot of twists and turns and up and downs and nights where I just didn't even want to do this anymore. And y'all don't know that half of like how I even got here tonight just to perform. And how I got that knockout is crazy because I always dreamed to get like a 12-round knockout, like 12 round. Like, that was always my dream. So like, to do it in an opponent like Jermaine Ortiz on my return in front of 20,000 fans, that's God, bro. That's God. I feel like he turned my whole career around. And now it's just continue to just keep trusting in him, that he's gonna do even bigger things for me. And I'm here, man. I'm back, and I'm better, just like I promised y'all. Also, I promised y'all a knockout, and I got y'all that.
Keyshawn Davis has been direct about his perspective on a possible showdown with Devin Haney, and his self-assurance has led to aggressive predictions. Through social platforms and media appearances, Davis indicated that Haney would be simple work for him, arguing Haney lacks significant hitting force and possesses nothing stylistically that concerns him, suggesting he'd manage Haney easily if the bout materializes. Davis's attitude stems from conviction after his dominant TKO victory over Jermaine Ortiz. He's stressed that he finished several fighters who hadn't been finished previously, and stated he expects he'd accomplish the same against whoever faces him, including Haney.
Well, Devin Haney.
I feel like me and Devin Haney will be it'll be an easy fight for me, bro. Like, super easy, bro. Like, and I know I would stop Devin Haney. I've been saying this, bro, before the Ryan fight, bro. He just don't got nothing for me. he got nothing for me. Like, you don't got no power. You got nothing for me to worry about. Like, what are you going to do to stop me?
Got you.
And what I got coming with, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he don't got nothing to even stop me. His defense is not that good. I feel like I got better defense than him. I know he fought better opponents than me, so you know what I'm saying? So I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just feel like I got better defense than
His
him.
resume tough.
Nah, it is.
His resume tough.
But you gotta realize he fought a lot of guys that was smaller than him too, bro. A lot of these guys were smaller than him, and he was saying it in the weigh-ins. You're too small. You know what I mean? So
Davis directly criticized Devin Haney for pursuing legal action concerning his disputed bout with Ryan Garcia, labeling Haney weak and arguing he should handle his defeats like a genuine competitor instead of bringing the matter to court. Davis challenged Haney's character, claiming that choosing litigation over settling disputes in the ring showed weakness and was inappropriate for a premier boxer, maintaining that authentic fighters accept losses gracefully and progress forward. He also referenced the story that Haney's achievements have been too protected by his father and detractors, calling Haney sheltered and suggesting he hasn't encountered real hardship despite his perfect record.
seeing Devin Haney doing all of this with a person that had 0.1 ostrichen, and we all seen that Ryan Garcia was still in there getting tired. It's like, bro, I'm sorry, there's no other word to put it. Excuse my language. That's how I feel. You're soft. You don't not take your L's. You a person that been given everything all your life. Daddy's boy, making sure you been straight all your life. And now you took your first loss. I feel like you don't.
Regardless of Keyshawn Davis's comments about Devin Haney's durability and strength, Haney maintains he's demonstrated he can absorb punishment and possesses the mental fortitude to compete among boxing's best. Following 3 knockdowns against Ryan Garcia, Haney emphasized that he recovered each time and continued fighting, arguing this proved his chin and courage while showing he doesn't fear taking hits. He stated he welcomes being challenged and that handling difficulties is essential for becoming an exceptional fighter, stressing that his capacity to rise from the canvas shows toughness that others fail to recognize.
People can say, oh, he don't have a chin. No, when you get hit and you get up, that's what's showing you have a chin. Being able to get hit and get right back to it.
Did you ever recover from that getting hurt the first time? In the very first round?
I feel like I recovered because I wasn't that hurt. It was more like a surprise.
Like shock you.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I recovered.
What is Bill telling you throughout the course of the fight? What did he have? What type of urgency did he have? What was he saying?
Like I said, I don't want to speak on that too much for various reasons, but yeah.
Are y'all still taking legal action over what he did? Or y'all still thinking about it?
Time will tell. Andre Ward, the former unified champion in 2 divisions and current HBO ESPN boxing commentator, has openly recognized Devin Haney's abilities, dedication, and promise, providing endorsement that matters given Ward's reputation in boxing. Ward has observed that Haney is a committed, focused competitor who trains intensely and maintains his concentration, mentioning that his complete devotion to boxing makes him difficult to defeat, particularly for a young title holder still developing into his peak years. Ward's compliments go beyond surface level. He's emphasized that Haney's blend of technique, focus, and preparation positions him as a potential future superstar when properly executed in major contests. In separate conversations, Ward has also commented on Haney's debated performances, including the narrow victory over Vasily Lomachenko, supporting Haney's showings, and encouraging critics to evaluate close contests more fairly. This support from a boxer of Ward's stature demonstrates that numerous boxing experts consider Haney among the sport's premier talent.
I think Bill Haney has done a masterful job with how he's moved his son. And Devin Haney is the truth. He's got skill. He's probably one of the most technically sound fighters in the game today. I think Haney has the advantage because similar to me and Kovalev, people think, oh, he's been at the weight class longer, so he's bigger. It's like, nah, he might be bigger. Doesn't mean he's stronger. And he's sucking himself down to get to 140. That shows up after that 6th or 7th round. The guy coming up, if he knows how to box and he knows his way around that ring, he ultimately has the advantage because I don't have to look like a skeleton on that scale.
Could Davis actually defeat Haney in a real fight? Or is this simply promotional talk with no actual bout materializing? Drop your opinions in the comments below.